PAL PS2 spines. They were white, clean, uniformed, disciplined, and then this one went, "Look at me, look at me!" And a voice somewhere said, "Don't do this again." Last time we talked about PlayStation 1 boxes and their absolute nonsense of different sizes and types of case, and how I didn't really like it. But what I didn't go into really was design choices, and I'm not going to do that here either with PlayStation 1. But I am, however, going to talk about the PlayStation 1's big brother. Yes, the difficult second album that is the PlayStation 2. And how Sony had largely sorted their stuff out in regard to styling, design and box choices. Or had they? I mean, size, yes, they're all the same. Now in a standard universal DVD size box moulding, which all publishers had access to from day one, with that bespoke memory card holder inside. And apart from a little while before settling on what colour plastic to go for, the template on the sleeves with the PlayStation 2 branding, white spine, and that PlayStation hologram for authenticity meant we finally had shelf cohesion, a uniform platform identity, and visual calm. As now finally, Sony had everything in order, with all PlayStation 2 games visually standardised. Right? Wrong! In the early 2000s, a few publishers looked at Sony's style guide and chose violence. So let's look at the developers that tried something once and were probably, maybe, likely, I don't know, probably told, never, ever do that again. Keep them clean, keep them the same, that's the brief, stick to it. Straight out of the gate, and EA are already prodding the hornet's nest. EA were completely on board with the new PlayStation 2 box templates with one of their first releases, SSX. No, wait, they weren't. What's this? EA Sports Big was a label of EA Sports which focused on over-the-top, arcade-style extreme sports games. So EA, obviously eager to get this shiny new branding and type of game out there to distinguish it away from the more traditional sports games that they were associated with, this snazzy new logo made its way onto the side of the box. Didn't do that again though, did you EA? Not a whiff of the logo on the side of Def Jam Vendetta, or SSX Tricky. But a slap on the wrist at launch can't have been that bad. At least they didn't make the whole spine orange. Why is this orange? Acclaim were clearly given the same design docs from Sony as EA and all other publishers. But being somewhat edgy, these bad boys of publishing were never ones to stick to the rules. Release a good game? Nah, just release a game. It'll sell. And sell they did, as Acclaim scooped up license after license during the 90s and early 2000s. But busting their chops aside, most Acclaim games I played growing up were actually pretty good. But talking about busting, what on earth is going on with Super Buster Move? And I'm not talking about the baby box art. No, I'm asking about this orange spine. What is this? Don't do that. An RC Revenge Pro. Releasing a Platinum game, are you boys? Nope, we're just wrapping the cover image around the spine. In principle it works. But only if everyone else is doing it, which they're not, because they're clearly not allowed. Got the notes on the font? Yep. Branding? Yep. All good. The spine? Needless to say, all following games released by Acclaim all conform to the white, clean design specs of the PlayStation 2 spine. And in the world of PlayStation 2 boxes, that's the last we'd see of any artwork intruding on the spines. World Rally Championship games were a staple of the PlayStation 1 library, and that franchise continued into the PlayStation 2 era, with a couple of WRC games being released. But this design choice is as random as it is wrong. Commit to it or not. Don't send it out raw, it'll make someone sick. And that person is me. World Rally Championship. What are you doing? I like this cover. Simple, bold, the tyre track symbolising rally. Oh, what do I know? I'm not a designer. But what I do know is that if you're going to slap this wacky danger, don't try this at home label on the box as part of the design and wrap it around the spine and onto the back, then why not do it for the tyre tracks too? They clearly knew because look, they've kept the yellow label but removed the warning. Is it meant to look like a sticker? Then just make it a sticker then. Guess what the next WRC game did? Not this. Nothing. Clean your act up, lads. Why is there a Fire It Up sticker on mine? At least they didn't pack in a making of DVD that was in no way endorsed by Sony. Not the first time we'll see Konami on this naughty list, but the 2 Metal Gear Solid games released for the PlayStation 2 do stand out. Whilst other games came in black, navy, blue, or a few other bespoke colours dependent on the franchise, I'm looking at you, iToy. Solids 2 and 3 came in these transparent style cases with some nice artwork on the reverse of the sleeve. Have they actually got artwork on the reverse? Have I made that up? No, they have. I guess after all, Metal Gear is PlayStation Premium Liquid Gold, and Konami could do no wrong. But something's off in Sons of Liberty's case. The inclusion of a second disc that was in no way endorsed or approved by Sony in Europe. I never read the small print of this at the time, but SCEE weren't behind it. That is odd. By the time Snake Eater was released in 2005, there was no sign of a second making of disc, because I guess a lot of this supplementary material was now online. But yet, the transparent case was retained. I'm sure there are more PlayStation 2 releases that came in these transparent style cases, so do let me know if you know of any. But here's something that really irks me as a collector of films and games and things with age certificates, is when they don't line up. After all, boys, you're following a template. Come on. This is where I may lose a few of you, but hear me out, please. I love a cardboard sleeve, a special edition, a chunky premium collector's edition. But what is going on with these? These ones genuinely look wrong next to the others, and I'm not talking about the aging yellowing either. Silent Hill 2. Told you Konami would be back. And whilst my copy of Silent Hill 2 looks like it's actually come from Silent Hill, this hugely anticipated sequel for the PlayStation 2 got that magic early 2000s DVD special edition style treatment, with not just a cardboard slipcover, oh no, but fold out cardboard inlay, with inserts, collectible stickers and 2 discs, making this a truly unique set for fans of the series. So, will Silent Hill 3 get the same special edition treatment and sit nicely on the shelves next to 2? No. Please get back in a regular case and mind where you tread. King of Fighters Maximum Impact! This chunky cardboard box includes the game in a standard, template adhering game box with 2 discs, gorgeous book full of character profiles and move lists. It's nice, it's premium, it feels like a complete package. I can't wait to see what they do with the sequel. KOFMI 2! Transformers in a cardboard box. Look at this, an Autobot logo. That's a window. Anything else inside? Nope, just the game. So what is this? Just a premium looking box that stands out on the shelf. And also, with the likes of these, when the regular game is actually in the box anyway, why not go all out on the cardboard box design? Go nuts, add the logo, change up the colour scheme. Why keep the template white spines and font here if they're inside too? Meh. What is absolutely fascinating to me is how none of the sequels in any of these games that I've talked about followed suit. Look, they just don't line up on the shelves. Silent Hill, SSX, what's in the middle? King of Fighters. So why did some of these publishers only try these things once? Were these overlooked design errors? Was this kind of box just too expensive to replicate for a sequel? Whatever happened, it is funny how the PAL set had such strict visual rules that when someone broke them, it didn't get celebrated, it got corrected. These games all have main character syndrome, but the PlayStation 2 ecosystem was designed for uniformity over individuality, and uniformity won. Thank you so much for watching this video all about PlayStation 2 boxes that just wanted to stand out. I know there's some other slim cardboard boxes available for the PlayStation 2 for Shadow of the Colossus and Ico, but I don't have them. And also a bunch of PlayStation 2 Steelbook releases that, unless you looked after them, have not aged well and make me want to get a tetanus jab after just looking at them. But what are your thoughts on some of these gaming outliers that dare to stand out on the shelves of, let's face it, quite a dull but uniformed lineup of games? Whatever you think of the spines, artwork or design choices of the PAL PlayStation 2 library, let me know in the comments. I'll be back soon with another video, very likely looking into some other weird petty thing that I've picked up on whilst curating my physical media collection that I find quirky and interesting enough to talk about. So if you like that sort of thing, then please consider subscribing, and if you have enjoyed this video, please do leave a like. If you do want to hang around on the channel, you can watch another video either here or here. I recommend this one because I put a bit of effort into that one, but equally you may enjoy this one as well. Thank you so much again for watching. Have a great day, enjoy your physical media, take care, and I'll see you soon.